Cardinal Film Fights, the place that's here right now. Like if there was a map, it'd say X, you are here. Here at Cardinal Film Fights, we like to debate films and fight about them, and also be cardinals, I guess. Mm-hmm. Anyway, if you don't know the format, here it is right now. 60 seconds will be given to each individual member, these three kind gentlemen right here, to give their opinion about a movie, which is their own personal opinion. No facts here, except when they throw in facts. I'll move on now. 5 minutes will be given for an open forum in which they pick apart each other's arguments and prop up their own in a Senate style, only more formal somehow. And 30 seconds, it's working, folks. 30 seconds will be given for their conclusion statements. And as an aside, if you like movies, you probably like going to the movies, and you probably don't like paying for movies. But if you had an AMC gift card, you wouldn't have to pay for an AMC movie. So if you want to get an AMC gift card, you can sign up on our webpage on Instagram or Twitter at Card Film Fights to put your name in the running. So if you want an AMC gift card, don't pay for movies, check it out. So without further ado, let's introduce these dudes right here. Orangey. What's your name, your year, your major, and the darkest secret you keep locked inside your soul?
Hello, my name is Sky Wilson. I'm a telecommunications digital video production major. I'm a junior, and the deepest, darkest secret I can keep locked up in my soul is, which one, though?
Interesting. Next.
I'm Dean Liebeter. I'm a junior, TCOM major, and the deepest, darkest secret is that I went to the midnight premiere of Spider-Man 3 as a kid, and I liked it.
You know, we all did have good taste all throughout our lives.
I know. I hate young Dean. He was stupid. He also liked Transformers. I don't know what was wrong with him.
You should have kicked him in the face when you had the chance.
I did.
And I don't know, the weird guy at the end.
My name is Max Van Dongen. I'm a TCOM major. I'm a poli-sci and screenwriting minor. My first midnight movie was Transformers 2. That was pretty awesome.
We've all been
as
there,
a kid.
buddy.
Yeah, but now it's a nightmare. He only does that to me.
Okay, now that we're done with the trash, let's get in with the best. The best what? The best Disney movie. From what era? Ooh. Not the 90s, not the 80s, not the 70s, the 60s, the 50s, the 40s, the 50s. The 2000s. Not the 2010s, but the just 2000s. We really don't have a name for that era.
After 2000.
Yeah.
Okay, so after 2000. Yeah, chumps. Who runs this place? So, Max, I know I pick on you a lot, but you deserve it. So what's the best Disney movie from the 2000s?
Oh my God.
There's only one movie that has made me feel like a child, again, in the sense of nostalgia, and crying like a baby in theaters. And that movie is Toy Story 3. Me personally, I love this film. Toy Story 3 was the perfect what should have been send-off to beloved characters that affected lots of Disney fans where they were kids. It's beautifully animated, adventurous, funny, sweet, charming, and incredibly emotional. There's no better Disney film than Toy Story 3.
I thought you were going to be saying that you cried at the room.
Oh, I did cry in the room of laughter.
For a different reason.
For a different reason.
Marvel.
Yeah.
All right, Dean.
Yeah.
Stage him.
So in the 2000s, when Disney was trying to phase out 2D animation, Ron Clements and John Musker, who are two of the guys basically responsible for most of Disney's Renaissance films, got a movie made that they were trying to get made for almost 2 decades called Treasure Planet, which was a sci-fi reimagining of the original Treasure Island that blended 2D animation with some CG and some of their deep canvas technology from Tarzan. And not only did they manage to make a fantastic 2D animated Disney movie, they made one of Disney's best films of all time, and it's a shame that it wasn't appreciated as much as it is today, because Disney tried to kill their own movie.
Don't try to kill your own movie, folks. Bad idea. Bad idea. And Skylar, take the cake.
Out there, way outside of Yonkers. Those were the beginning. That was the opening score to perhaps Pixar's most dangerous but successful artistic point of view, WALL-E. WALL-E does something that most Disney films haven't done, and most films nowadays don't do that much, is the opening, there was little to no dialogue throughout the entire opening. And even then, it was the first love story that actually kind of gave a shit about, which you ignore, like, it has environmentalism there, but yet the love story between WALL-E and Eve is perhaps the most sweetest and kind-hearted thing I have ever seen in a Disney film, ever. And that's why I'm saying WALL-E is the best Disney film of the 2000s.
Interesting. It touched me right here in the rib cage because my heart's locked away by my rib cage. All right, so the best 2000s Disney movie: Toy Story 3, WALL-E, and Treasure Planet. I couldn't help but notice that Cadet Kelly wasn't on anybody's list.
I thought about it.
Okay, well, cut. And yeah, you guys, terrible, and keep rolling. And okay, so you disappoint me, especially you, Max, but you guys too. So without further ado, and no tangents left to tangentialize, best 2000 Disney movie. Go right ahead.
WALL-E sucks.
Ooh.
WALL-E's first opening few minutes are fantastic, and then it becomes one of the worst Pixar movies ever made.
Could have been a great short.
WALL-E has a very interesting little silent romance between two robot characters. I know you're falling asleep. That's what I did in WALL-E too. It's
Yeah,
okay.
I was gonna say.
Wait,
You have to
people
think.
talking
You have to
here?
think of the
People
target
talking here?
audience for that movie is
talking?
kids. What kid is gonna love the
And let's
first
talk about
15,
Toy Story 3 here.
30 minutes?
It's based on a series, based on a trilogy, which it had to take 3 movies to make a good movie right there. Even then, Treasure Planet
whoa.
and WALL-E are kind of standalone masterpieces on
Did
its
you
own
just
here.
diss on the first 2 Toy Story movies?
Yeah, you said Toy Story 3 is based on a trilogy.
Yeah, it's based
Toy
on a
Story
trilogy,
3,
and yet your film has to rely on 2 other films to understand the entirety of it. Treasure Planet and WALL-E
I think
are
you could watch
standalone
Toy Story
films
3
here.
without.
Even then, WALL-E does something that most Disney film hasn't done, which
Sucks.
it keeps. Okay, you want to go on a suck rampage
Yeah,
here,
I can
buddy,
go
here.
on a suck
All right,
rampage.
Your film is based on an old, perhaps boring
And it
novel
improves,
here.
and it improves on its source material.
Yeah,
it
goes
improves
friggin'
on the
space
relationship.
Here. Wow, totally original.
It
here.
improves on the
let's
relationship
let's
between
go
its lead and the
space here.
villain.
Hey, everybody, let's go to space here. That's a great pitch right there.
It managed to blend 70s Victorian
1870s. Era. You
1870s
can't even get your facts
Victorian
right here.
style
Here's the thing.
architecture
Okay,
with
Team, go.
sci-fi. It had the amazing deep canvas technology from Tarzan that let them render the whole spaceship. And this movie was an incredible feat of animation.
Even
and
you can say the same thing with WALL-E as well. It's
WALL-E
Well, to be
It's
fair about
Pixar
Treasure
team
Planet,
here.
I mean, I wouldn't even put
And
that in
here's-
the top 20 best Disney
Whoa!
movies. I mean, there's so many other good ones out there. If you include the Marvel and all their properties, Treasure
No, you
Planet
don't
would
include
not
the
be
Marvel
anybody's
here.
top
All right.
10.
Here's the thing with
Well, it
WALL-E
was on
here.
in the-
WALL-E doesn't. If you imagine trying to pitch that film, WALL-E. That's not Pixar. Imagine trying to pitch that
It is
film on
Pixar.
its own here. Yeah, but if it wasn't Pixar, imagine someone
is.
else who wasn't Pixar trying to pitch that film.
Boring, you're
It's not
boring,
gonna
you're boring,
work.
you're boring
It's not
me.
gonna work.
yeah, but here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
Toy Story at least tries to be original. WALL-E just ripped off
Toy Story tries to
2001.
be original here. It's based on a series that's been pre-existed, and there's 3 movies.
good
right
What do you
series.
now.
talk, What does that mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, your film, it has freaking 2 other goddamn
Well, it's
fucking
the- 'cause
films
it's-
here. Holy shit.
Okay.
I've just been saying that. Can you hear? Check your ears, all right? Holy shit. Here, here's the thing, WALL-E here. First of all, WALL-E has an incredible opening here. Has also environmentalism to it. It has a story. There's
And then it takes a
different layers.
drastic turn when the plot kicks in.
Exactly.
Yeah, and
it all of a sudden becomes this.
What
and all of a sudden we're supposed to
9/11
care.
references, kind of like shoehorn in there, like holy shit. And even
I have
then,
no idea
it's
what
like
you're talking about.
Not, oh my god, you guys are.
Listen,
fucking-
Toy Story 3 is a fantastic movie.
Yeah,
but
and
I
it's
could
so-
argue that it's not
okay,
even
yeah.
the best of the Toy Story movies.
Toy
I could
Story
argue
3,
that
here's
it's
the thing.
the second best. Toy Story 2 is the best
It does
Toy
the
Story
same
movie.
thing as every Pixar formula ever. All right.
Where I think Toy Story 3 kicks in the most is I think the emotional
in-
stakes are more powerful in Toy Story 3.
Yeah,
and
and
I think
there's
that's
a
why
whole-
people like it the most Because, I mean, it has so many memorable moments throughout.
Memorable
The
moments. Name
incinerator
one.
scene,
Name
and
one.
then the final act.
Which is true, but sometimes-
Holy, there's a whole space dance scene that is hands down the best dance scene, and not just in animation.
You know how many
but
times
in
I've seen
film
WALL-E?
itself.
I've seen WALL-E 3 times. You know how much I
I put it on
remember
before
about
I
that
go to
movie?
bed.
Nothing. I remember nothing except for how terrible
what
it
happened,
was.
what happened in Treasure Planet? Remind me of that.
What do you mean
Remember
what
that.
happened in Treasure Planet? They
Sorry,
go
I was-
to find
I'm sorry, I was
Treasure
asleep.
Planet.
I was
There's a
asleep while I was
pirate
watching
mutiny.
here. Yeah, I did the same thing too, buddy.
Listen, I can
Yeah,
beat
even
you
then,
both.
that film still
My movie
failed.
has a wonderful relationship between its protagonist and
Same
the
here.
antagonist. It makes them both out to be three-dimensional characters, which is another argument that
And
I presented in my argument about Aladdin. Lamps Coming 2017.
That's actually better than most
That
other
was a year
romantic
ago.
film here. And yet, here's the thing: your film is based on an older novel here, and
But
quite
it
frankly,
improves
it's
on the source
average.
material.
It's average at best. There's like still. If you read the book of it, you know exactly what's going to happen. And even then, it's
No,
still
it changes a
surface
lot
level
of what
it.
happens in the original novel.
Yeah.
It improves upon
Okay.
it. It
Tell me what
introduced a
happened
lot
in the
of.
original novel.
I don't know. I haven't read the original novel.
There you go. So you can't
I know it
say
improves
anything
on
about
it because it's in space.
How will it improve on it? It's in space.
Okay, you
so
talking
it
right now
automatically
reminds
makes
me
it
of the
in
first
space
30
here.
minutes of
And
WALL-E.
Toy
I'm
Story
bored,
3
okay?
here,
I'm
it's the same
bored. Let's
Pixar
move on.
theory. It's
Okay,
same
look,
Pixar-
when WALL-E takes that
Pixar
drastic
formula
turn,
here.
it's way
It
too
has a
gloomy. You have to
villain
consider the
who-
target
it doesn't seem
audience
like a villain
of
here,
WALL-E.
and yet it turns out in the end, oh, he's actually the villain here.
It's boring,
the
it's
same
gloomy,
thing. Toy
it's- you
Story
have to
3 is a
consider the
fucking
kids
repeat of every
listening.
fucking Pixar
You have
movie. Oh yeah, here's fucking Lotso
Listen.
the hugging
Hey,
bear here.
hey.
It's like doesn't
Lotso.
appear himself
Hey.
as a villain, but it turns
Hey.
out he's actually a villain in the end here.
Listen, your movie was too much like a Pixar movie. Your movie tried something different and
It is
failed
Pixar.
And it's
horribly.
still great
My
here.
movie tried something
My
different
Pixar film
and
here did something
succeeded.
different here. It's not a Pixar film.
I didn't say it's a
succeeded as
Pixar
well.
film.
It's
My film
it
succeeded.
failed.
Of course it failed. It failed in the box office, but it didn't fail in critical reviews.
This reminds me of the time I went to DC on vacation. Whew. All right, you get 30 seconds to conclude. Go ahead.
Which one?
Which one?
You.
Again, WALL-E does something different that most these films don't even do yet, because it actually focuses on the love story as between WALL-E and Eve. It has the best dance scene in film history, not just animation, but in film in general here. And the fact that it tells the story just through visuals and less talking, the show don't tell kind of thing, is memorable here. And yet these films talk all the time here. WALL-E is the best Disney film.
Yeesh. Okay, Dean, take it away.
WALL-E starts out strong but loses its steam when it tries to hit you over the head with its environmental message. Toy Story 3 tries to elicit an emotional response, but it feels too heavy-handed. Treasure Planet was a great adventure film that tried to set itself up to be one of the greatest 2D Disney animated films of all time in a time when that medium was dying off, and it had three-dimensional characters, an interesting story, and it created a wonderful adventure that was underrated then and is now receiving the attention that it rightfully deserves.
And the guy at the end, Michael.
Okay, so WALL-E, I mean, the first 30 minutes, I mean, you got to consider the kids. I mean, Disney movies, they're targeted towards kids. What kid's going to love that? They're probably bored out of their mind, probably fell asleep. Treasure Planet got middle-of-the-road reviews, 69% on Rotten Tomatoes. I mean, considering all the Disney properties, I wouldn't put it in the top 20. Toy Story is one of the biggest franchises, beautiful animated. It's won Best Animated, was nominated for Best Picture at the Oscars. The emotion and the adventure is incredible, and it's the best Disney movie.
All right.
Also, both of you cheated by picking Pixar.
It's fair game.
I know it.
I mean, I could pick
That's
Cars
allowed.
2.
That is allowed, says so.
I know.
Fact checker, who we pay minimum wage.
I should pick Cars 2.
He
Fact
gets
checker,
paid?
We pay you minimum wage?
We don't pay him at all.
I
Wait,
wish.
He's just a figment of our imagination.
Nothing. Okay. So he's literally unpaid. Okay, so third place. Gonna have to go to Treasure Planet. Yeah. You brought up some good points that it tried something revolutionary with Deep Canvas that they had success with in Tarzan, but even though it was revolutionary, maybe it didn't pan out at the box office. And when you think of Treasure Planet, it's sort of faded in people's minds, and the general public probably wouldn't remember it at this point. So, third place for Treasure Planet. And second place was gonna have to go to Cadet Kelly. It actually Toy Story 3. While it was a great send-off to the Toy Story franchise, what was the thing that I had thought of? Man, you're talking so much that you said so many things that I can't really remember. Oh yeah, it didn't stand alone on itself, and like while it was a very good movie, it didn't stand alone, and it was a very close toss-up between WALL-E and Toy Story 3, and that was like the X factor for me. So WALL-E won. Dude, you were just hacking, whacking, slashing every argument between the way, like everything from the slow startup. You said it was inventive. From the dancing that you said was the best in not just animation but at all, and even the environmentalism that like shifted tone to halfway through, it was still addressed, and you still like came out swinging super hard. Like, maybe, dude, I thought I was gonna get hurt. I thought you were gonna kill someone. So yeah. So in recap, Treasure Planet 3rd place, Toy Story 3 2nd, and WALL-E 1st. So this has been another episode of Cardinal Film Fights. Remember to check us out on Twitter and Instagram to sign up for those AMC gift cards if you don't want to pay for AMC movies. And check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Card Film Fights for all your Cardinal Film Fights needs. Goodbye and good luck, everybody.